Sunshine now. She was like really low key, didn't want to bring anything up, but then we talk about, spirit, like spiritual battles and what's like what's going on in the world. And then we started talking about the Bible, and then we started reading the Bible together. And then next thing I know, like her mom, she's all, hey, we started getting really serious, and she wanted to get her mom's like approval of me. And so her mom came out and talked, and then next thing I know, she said, I'm a shaman, I'm an exorcist. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, my faith in God is very strong, but I've never seen, like, explain to me. And then when she started breaking down like all the exorcism that she's done, how many people she's helped, I was like, man, you guys need an Instagram, you guys. So I started Instagram, and all of a sudden, the first post I talked about her, and then well, I didn't talk about her, but I did a little interview, let her talk about it. Then I posted it, and all of a sudden, I had a friend who have supported me since my MMA career, right, and sponsored me. And then he had a little issue, and so we drove 3.5 hours out and kind of investigated, because before we do anything, we got to make sure there's no mental issues.
Yeah,
everything really. But the what made us sure that we had to go out there is, like, my friend sent me a journal writing of what his fiance wrote, and literally I still have it in my phone, and it's like really long, and literally it was someone else speaking through her and saying that, don't even tell your friends to come. Already knew that we were coming. They can't help you. And so right away, my mother-in-law's they have an 8-year-old. We got to go out there, and we have to go like right now. And I'm like, right now? It's 3 hours away. It's 9 o'clock. Anthony, right? And then he's hey, Anthony and I have been talking a lot. He's into that spiritual. This shouldn't be. I know. I've been through. I've been through 400 of them.
Right.
400. I wouldn't take you to the big bad ones, but this is something you guys should see. Then your faith will be tested and even stronger. I'm like, all right, let's go. And then so we went, and when people say, oh yeah, that it could be mental, it could be bipolar, it could be whatever it is. Well, crazy people don't know things that only you and your family knows. And and some things that they say is like,
they're not telepathic. They can't read your mind.
They would know that. But then when things got out of hand, I mean, they do certain things with their bodies floating. And then she took her outside, because I was all, why are you gonna do everything in the backyard? And she's all, God made dirt, right? Bind them to the dirt. I'm like, oh, okay. So we ended up, she said, my job with Anthony is keep her fiance in the house, just don't let him disturb the exorcism. So my job is keep him in the house. And I mean, I don't want to give it too much, because we're going to do a show on it.
Sure.
Was after he kind of like, here, let me help speed things up. You got to do it slow. He invoked, because he was talking to 8 different personalities. So he invoked one of them to, kind of come out. And when that entity came out, or that demon came out, I mean, when he got smacked, I mean, he's a big dude, and his girl's small. When he got smacked, there was some height. It was, when I came out, my son.
You shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. Like, you know the difference.
I got my son in the house. I got him in the house, and then when she crawled up to my wife, I was like tripping, and she started sniffing like in the private area, and said, "I'm gonna eat their baby of you." Remember, at that time, my wife was 1 month pregnant, and no one knew except myself, my wife, the mom, and my son knew that she was pregnant. And that right there was like, and just the way they move, it's not like human. It's not human. And of course I was like, holy, and she's like, what do you have to do? You have to stick to the game plan. Sorry.
Yeah.
And for like 5 minutes there, I'm like, wow, so loud, right? And like my buddy was like kind of freaking out. What's my friends gonna think of me? I'm like, don't worry about your friends. You better hope the cops don't come.
Yeah. Right.
And every other word was like, fuck me, fuck this. It was crazy. So from that point on, I knew whoever believes in God better know there's a devil.
Yeah.
That was like
Well,
crazy.
your mother-in-law was absolutely right. She said, you come with me and your faith will get stronger. Like,
Yep.
She was right. No doubt.
I am God first, and thank you, Jesus, and everything goes through Jesus to get to God.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Thank you again for sharing that. It's an amazing story. I can't wait to see the television show too. Like the way that
together. Well, I reached out to Zach Bacon. I said, hey, my mother-in-law is straight up badass. She'll handle whatever, you have any problems, I guarantee it, And in same week, we have an emergency in Elk Grove. Literally, like, we had a real long window of time, up to like 4 hours that they needed to get all the footage. Like, basically, my mother-in-law, my wife came in, finished in under an hour and 5 minutes, and it was like, this is easy. And during that time, the girl got scratched, was panicking, and they didn't put this on the air because I thought it would be amazing for TV, because my wife came down, says, grabbed her, what's wrong? She's like, look, it's burning. And it's like 3 little scratches. She's all, that's 3 little scratches. What are you crying about? And the girl literally, and then we're like, everyone's just like kind of like froze, all the producers and the camera guys. Like, she's all, how are you going to protect your kids? You're going to be crying about 3 little scratches like that. You need to be strong. They feed off fear. I was like, damn. And that moment, like, I fell in love with my wife. Like,
yes,
I'm free. Oh, honey, that's awesome, right? I was like,
yes,
honey, maybe that was she. I'm not sure if she can handle. Don't worry. This is. She's all. I would never ask you anything about or tell you anything about your fight game. Trust me on this. I said, all right, honey, you go get it. And like she got her, and she's all, honey, lock down the mirrors. I'm like, okay, I do that at the house, but you want me to do that here? You should get actually. She's all, here's a sage, go lock down the mirrors. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I started like locking down all the mirrors so she could get her all like back straight and focused. And then we're in and out. Next thing I know, we're talking to Zach, and he's all, man, you guys need your own show. We should talk about that. And I said, okay, yeah, let's talk about it. And